Hello and welcome to this video. This is fviana. Okay, so sticking with my usual guns for the first game. Yeah, the first game I'm recording in this not that long session that I'm planning. But yeah, let's go for a game. I didn't do a warm-up or anything. Just see what happens. Okay, so yeah, the Italian game. So I always feel slightly annoyed when someone plays that. It is just so extremely solid. You can do very, very little with black against it. Okay, now I have some hopes. Again, this untimely h3 giving me g5, g4. I will definitely strike with this. But first I need to have everything correctly set up. Let's say knight bd2, g5 will come like immediately. Bishop e3 is of course possible. Yeah, this is always one of those options where black is not going to have much activity going without this bishop. I can still play g5. This is a bit on the risky side though. Yeah, otherwise I probably fall asleep. So let's do it. Now you can castle, play with rook e8, bishop e6, trade all bishops and go home. But it's not very exciting. Yeah, he should take on a7 now, I think, misplacing my rook. It's not the only move. He can also play knight bd2 or something. d4 is also an interesting idea after my g5, trying to open up in the center. Yeah, I'll stop this pre-move. It always looks extremely silly to have that rook somehow in mid-air. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, as I said, in this version with bishop e3 being played, that g5 business is somewhat dicey because he has a very stable center, and yeah, the d4 might come. But okay, we'll see. I still think this is interesting play. So what now? I can take. I would like to play knight to f4. So I'm going to take. And now bring the knight over. That also allows queen to f6 in some cases. Okay, he looks at my rook. One problem here is, of course, I cannot castle long anymore. That's a bit of a shame. But as I said, this is the problem. After bishop e3, this g5 plan is somewhat questionable, but it was played to get to a more interesting position. So here, yeah, queen f6 was my original thought. Yeah, I think I still go for it. Bishop d5 or bishop a4 are definitely somewhat irritating now. I think if I actually would be able to castle long, this isn't all that bad. Or that wouldn't be all that bad, but of course there was rook a7. I had to capture on a7. Yeah, rook g8. It's kind of the most obvious move there. It doesn't really threaten something yet, but it's always unnerving. These kind of Rook, rook occupying the half-open file. So, what's a possible way of getting pieces into play? Rook g4 is an idea, or like move the queen, knight back to g4. That doesn't feel very convincing. I can, theoretically speaking, play knight to f4. If he takes queen g6, I think is winning for me. But he doesn't have to take, of course. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, that runs into knight h4. For knight f5. Yeah, maybe I'll put this here. Took a bit too long there. One thing I had in my favor was the time, and now he's is even there. Ah, okay. Good move. Good move, yeah. That's a silly looking rook now, right? Okay, knight h4 is not happening. Yeah, knight f4 now also doesn't work. If I retreat, I mean, it looks completely silly. Bishop d1 was a strong move. Yeah, okay, rook g4 probably was quite stupid. Yeah, can he somehow remove his knight with tempo on my knight? Knight h4. But this hangs d4 and I have knight f4, so that's not... I mean, rook g4, rook back looks silly, but is he having some good move now? I mean, the move might look silly and wasn't well thought out, but it's not clear that it always has to be terrible. Try to double rooks here. It takes a very long time. Of course the king looks strange on d7, but didn't see an alternative. King e7 looks even worse. Okay, so maybe I should have gone to g7 instead of g8. Yeah. Yeah, you can check. I have no really good square for the bloody king. Yeah, I have no queen d6, unfortunately. Yeah, but I have to take.
Check.
Yeah, well, I have to take, but now I'm lost, right? I was thinking queen d6 still, but knight takes. Yeah, he's going to kill me now.
Check.
What an unnecessary loss. I don't think the position was all that bad.
Check.
Okay, if I take, it's going f4, I guess. Show me.
Check. Check.
Am I mated? Ah, he has got the rook here is the thing. Rook f1 is the thing. And then queen g3, I guess, and then I can take e4. It's still some kind of checkmate.
Check.
See it? No, he doesn't see a mate. Oh, that's cute. Then I'm probably winning on time.
Check. Check. Check.
Why am I down on time? I don't understand this.
Check. Check. Black forfeits on time.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I had a million minutes. Why was I below on time? All of a sudden, I didn't understand anything here. Yeah. Okay, well, this idea with g5 is really questionable if the bishops can be traded. This is just genuinely good. Yeah, the bishop here is a strong attacking piece, and I get g4 quickly. After this, it is really very risky. Yeah, normal castling would be a good choice. Yeah, the problem is simply that you get this rook misplaced, and then you take a far longer time until you have things somewhat coordinated. Bishop d1 and blah. That's all kind of, I mean, the engine is not that pessimistic. It gives white an edge, of course, but only 0.7. Yeah, and here I'm lost. Yeah, could have taken e5 already, but his attack is just too strong.
Check.
There was certainly
Check.
some kind of mates. f4.
Check. Check.
Yeah, here is there no mate. The engine queen e3 is +5, but it doesn't give a direct mate, funny enough, with that crazy king.
Check.
Yeah, and this turns everything around. Yeah, by now I was down on time. I didn't really realize that. I was always ahead on the clock in this game.
Check.
But
check,
I took a long
check,
time
check,
to kind of
check,
realize, okay,
check,
that I'm
check,
totally lost now.
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah, and this was just this typical senseless move. Yeah, so this opening probably shouldn't be repeated. It is too risky in this particular form. Okay, well, thanks for watching.